When God had crisis in his hand, he didn't call for prayer meeting. It was sacrifice he did on the altar. His son Abraham had to do the same thing to get Israel. He was a barren man. At age 100, he now got only one child. But the promise is that his seed will be like the stars in heaven. To move from deliverance to dominion, he had to sacrifice that child. He would have stayed with Isaac, but his promise, his destiny is to have Israel. Abraham did that. He's not the only one. Jephthah went to battle. He had no chance. So he made a vow to God, first thing that come out of my house, I'll offer it to the Lord. And he thought it would be maybe a goat, a cow. But as he was coming back, it was his daughter. And that daughter was the only child and the only girl. The man started crying. The girl asked him, why are you crying, daddy? God has given you victory. Why are you not crying? He now explained to the girl, my vow to the Lord is that the first thing that comes out of my house to meet me, so I'm coming back from this battle, will be offered to the Lord. You know what the girl said? He said, take me and offer me. Exactly. That girl understood. Oh yes, the laws of dominion. She understood. Jesus said, nobody taketh this from me. I was not forced. I laid it down of my own accord, because he was explaining to what will happen. This sacrifice, this is what it will achieve. And of course, at the end of the day, this is the result it will bring to you. Sacrifice is offering something of value, of great value, in exchange for a higher value. Now, it happened. So, and they took her, and she asked for a few days to celebrate with her fellow girls, her girlfriends. They're all virgins. They've never known love or no marriage or no name. So, and he said, let them at least do my funeral while I'm alive. Let me, after that they can slaughter. And that's what they did. They gave her the few days, and then she came back and she was slaughtered on the altar. Show them the king of Moab, 2 Kings 3. The king of Moab had war with the children of Israel, and you need to understand what sacrifice is. And the children of Israel got a prophetic war, the commitment from God that they will defeat the enemy. And so they started defeating them, and they started killing them, and they were massacring and destroying their cities. When the man saw that the war was too strong for him, because God was fighting on the side of Israel, but it will cost them. But the truth is, what about the option? Now that you're not doing it, look at the babies dying, the women dying. Which one is better? If Jesus did not do it for us, do you know the state of things? Nobody can restrain demons. Nobody can restrain death. Nobody can restrain all these forces of evil. No, nothing. If he did not go to the cross. So when the king of Moab saw that the battle was too sore for him, he took with him 700 men that drew sword to break through to the king of Edom, but he could not. What he wanted to do is to escape to the neighboring country, the Edomite kingdom. And what kings do is, when they escape like that, their kingdom is destroyed and taken, but they will stay there. At least the king is alive and be building coalition, building. When he's strong enough, he will come and attack. There will be second match. But once he goes and the kingdom is taken, it's over. When he couldn't escape, verse 27, he took his eldest son that should have reigned. That's the heir apparent. The difference in this case is that this is the crown prince that he offered, but I'm sure he has another child in this case. In the case of God, only begotten. Abraham, only. Jephthah, only daughter. This one, eldest, the crown prince. He took him and offered him for burnt offering upon the wall. And there was great indignation against Israel, and they departed from him and returned to him. Sacrifice. A lot of battles, economic, are won behind this way. Believers have lost battles at the home front, lost battles at the professional career front, lost battles at the business front, lost battles at the political front, lost battles that have to do with health, just because their mind is programmed only by the law, the gospel of salvation. That's the only thing they understand. Faith in Jesus and how to be saved. The question I ask is, after salvation, what next? You see them be marking time. Years are going. Which of the two churches have it doing? Is it the receiving one or the giving one? So you can hear whatever. This is not a person who talks. This is a person who does it. If you're not tired of Egypt oppressing you, and you should be tired of your destiny looking you in the face and you are not entering. There is nobody who becomes a high flyer in the kingdom who is not a man of sacrifice. You see, here it's not theory. Here requires war. That place is free gift, not because it's free, but because somebody else paid the price. So we're now looking for sons like that man who can also pay the price, so they can enter into their dominion. Because it's that man that paid the price that is now King of Kings and Lord of Lords. We need some more lords, some more kings. All this talk, he has made us kings and priests. He wanted to remain in theory till you die. He said if you suffer with him, you will reign with him. It will cost you something, my dear. It will cost you something. 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 I don't know what you're dealing with. Maybe it's barrenness. Maybe it's barrenness in your business. Maybe it's crisis in your home. Maybe it's marriage you need, and time is going. Africa's problem is unique. The idolatry and the witchcraft and the things, the foundational things that happen in this country, it's not a joke. These are the things we're dealing with now. National issues. National issues. The reason I cannot slow down is because if it's just gospel of salvation that I preach, it's easy. Just come do crusade, get people saved, enter my flight and leave. Very easy, because the price have been paid. The problem is when you go to a room filled with mosquito and you cure the man, but you don't treat the room. When you finish curing the man, you leave him back in the room, you go. What will happen to him again? Down again with mosquito. So our job now, we clean up this, we have to clean up things. We have to clean up these Hittites. And that is serious.